It's time now for a look at the latest in local news. In the news, a big night for the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce as they'll hold its annual Legacy Dinner tonight at 7 p.m. at the Pine Forest Country Club. WIFO fan will be on hand. We'll run down all the award winners on Friday's newscast. Chamber hands out several awards, which includes the Small Business of the Year, the Ambassador of the Year, the Distinguished Service Award winner, Business Leader of the Year. Always recognize someone's work in agriculture. Also tonight, the passing of the gavel, as McKinley Ravenel will pass the gavel to Mark Watson. Before the banquet, the Chamber also hosts a reception for all the past presidents of the Chamber of Commerce. Once again, all this taking place tonight at the Pine Forest Country Club. If you need more information before this evening, simply call the Chamber at 912-427-2028. City of Scriven gearing up for their big Independence Day celebration. It all kicks off tomorrow night with the Second Chance Band performing at the local fire department. And the band will take the stage tomorrow night at 8 p.m., so bring your lawn chairs, dancing shoes, dance the night away. Then on Saturday, July 1st, the festival will begin at 2 p.m. We'll end with the best fireworks show around. During the day, they'll have food vendors, a kids zone, and a full day of activities. Scrivener Mayor Jason Weaver joins us tomorrow on the world famous Butch and Bob Show to run down all the activities. But once again, everyone's invited this weekend. It kicks off tomorrow night with the Second Chance Band performing at the fire department again, 8 o'clock. Then the best fireworks show on Saturday night with the full day of activities all day Saturday, and Scrivener beginning at 2 p.m. Once again, if you need more information before this weekend, simply call City Hall in Scriven. The number is 912-586-2211. We'll be back with more news after this word from our sponsor, the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. In other news, Governor Brian Kemp said this week it's his hope that the state will continue to provide complete funding for Georgia's Hope Scholarship Program. The governor made the remarks at a news conference Wednesday celebrating the 30th year of the Georgia Lottery, which funds the scholarship program that covers tuition costs for academically eligible students at Georgia colleges and universities. Lottery also covers the state's Zell Miller Scholarship for stellar students in Georgia's pre-K program. Under Kemp's budget, Hope funding will cover the full cost of tuition for the first time in more than a decade at Georgia's public colleges and universities. He says he intends to include the increased funding in future budget proposals, explaining that he was hearing positive feedback from Georgians. At first, the legislature rejected the governor's plan to fund the Hope Scholarship at 100%, instead funding it at 90 to 95%, but eventually the lawmakers approved a spending plan that provided nearly $47 million more for the scholarship programs across the state. Wayne County Board of Education approved their budget this week. Again, they met Tuesday for their regularly scheduled meeting. Again, the budget voted and approved on a unanimous vote. Board member Bruce Harris made the motion, seconded by Tina Mosley, all members voting in favor of the $59.9 million budget, which they state 85% of that budget is made of the school system's salaries and benefits. General fund expenses are projected at $59.9 million. General fund revenues are projected at $53.2 million. They state the difference of $6.7 million will come from their fund balance, which currently is estimated at $18 million. And the new budget now approved runs from July 1st to June 30th of next year. Other items from the school board meeting, School Superintendent Dr. Kelly gave an update on James E. Bacon. Again, says the school system has been promised that the project will be completed before the beginning of this coming school year, but he cautioned that the school system has been told that before. Kelly says they still have the same issues persisting, some materials like glass being delayed, and sometimes the people that are supposed to be on site just simply don't show up. So again, the school has been promised that the school will be completed by the beginning of the school year. Another note from the capital outlay improvement portion of the board meeting, board member Sharon Daniel voicing concern about the fence around the high school track. She says she sees some problems with the quality of the fence, says she's seen one area where there's a hole already in the fence. Dr. Kelly says the school system did not go with the best quality fence, and at times there will be a need to repair the fence, but he says the school system is aware of that issue and is taking steps to address the issue. Again, under personnel, the Arthur Williams Middle School assistant principal was named at the board meeting. Melissa Eastwood goes from Scriven Elementary instructional coach to Arthur Williams Middle School assistant principal. We'll come back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor, the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Final note news, it appears that the City of Jesup Council will not meet before the end of the month to pass a budget for fiscal year 2024. Current budget runs out at the end of the month, so the council will just continue with their current budget, but the city manager, Rose Marcus, says the council has to pass a resolution to authorize that. Tuesday is July 4th, so the council is not meeting on that holiday. Their next meeting is set for Thursday, July 6th. Talking with several involved, the bottom line thinking is that at the moment, why have a meeting when they feel nothing is going to change? They cannot at present time get 4 votes to pass anything. Budget vote was 3-2. The 2 votes in the special call meeting to select the District 5 commissioner also failed to reach the 4 votes. That decision currently in the hands of the governor, if he so chooses to get involved. District elections in November. Qualifying begins in August, so the governor could simply just pass and let the voters decide who the new commissioner will be in District 5. Apparently, one candidate in the race, as former city manager Mike Deal, has indicated he will run for that position. After the Wednesday meeting last week, Commissioner Tim Caulfield stated to WIFO-FM that he and Bill Harvey were ready to vote and pass the proposed budget, but it takes 3 commissioners to call for a special meeting, and at present time, that has simply not happened. Once again, we continue to follow this story as it develops, but today's Thursday. They'll call meeting plan to pass a budget or attempt to fill the District 5 commissioner seat. One other note, one candidate to possibly fill that District 5 commissioner seat, former Mayor David Earl Keith, has pulled his name for consideration, stating he's not interested and has relayed that information to the governor's office. That's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan, have a great day.